victory.
Hello everyone and welcome to our final edition of the Top 10 League Leaders Countdown. Bringing in the big dogs for this one. Donna's coming in to close it for us. Give her a big hand, you guys see her. She did all the production work on this, did a fabulous job. A couple other people that helped us out tremendously. DJ, Johnny, with all the graphics on there. Those guys do some really cool stuff. If you like to have some major league guys announce your players and put some videos together, introduction videos, starting lineup type things, do some really cool graphics and things along those lines. Want to really give them a shout out for helping these young kids, along with Casey, the PA announcer for the Atlanta Braves. That's right, big time Atlanta Braves. That's who's announcing these players here, doing this countdown for us. And we're going to do a lot more with them coming up when we talk to you a little bit about the all-state games that are coming up. A little teaser on that. But right now, we've got to get to the most important part of the game, the pitchers. This is the 11-year-old division. They broke every record in the hitting department. We're going to see how the pitching held up. That's usually not good news for the pitchers when the hitters are breaking records, but we had some big-time arms in here. The way this works is we're going to do a top 10 countdown for every stat. The winner of that will get down to the final three. They'll get invited to the Beastie Awards coming up next week, and then the winner will win the coveted Beastie. There's two types of stats. You've got accumulative stats and you've got average stats. Most of the pitching ones are average. The only accumulative stat really are the strikeouts and the wins, but mainly this is an average type category. At the end, we'll do the Cy Young and then announce the top 10 and final three for the MVP. So we need to get this show going. Let's start right off and look at the strikeouts. That's the one that the boys like to win. They want to be the big strikeout king. The defending champion was Grayson Garvin. We just saw he's in the final three of the hitting. Hickox, 56 Ks, has the all-time record. He was a beast that year, and we'll see if anybody can come close to that. But to find out, we need Casey to get us started.
Baseball fans, get ready. SportsCenter's Top 10 tonight. League leader, number 10.
At number 10, we're going to start out with a newcomer here, rookie Chase Enfinger with the South Georgia Sharks. He got himself 19 strikeouts in his rookie season with Top Gun. Great job.
Number 9.
From the Mavericks, you've got Kylan Grant. Kylan got himself 21 strikeouts to lead that Magra program. Number 8, he was one of the most consistent guys on the mound all year. He also got himself double deuces in the K department. James Brooks from the Effingham Knights.
Number 7.
Matching James was Jake King with the Bombers. Jake King also with 22. When you see a tie, whoever did it in the least amount of innings pitched will be ranked higher.
Number 6.
At number 6, we've got Brody Hodge. Not used to seeing him in that orange there. The Dublin Havoc, 23 strikeouts for Big Brody.
Number 5.
At number 5, this guy's no stranger to being at the ballpark with a 23 Ks for Troy DeVoe.
Number
Coming in at number 4, this is the all-time leader in the age group in strikeouts with 25 now to add to his total, Big Jace Bailey.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All right, Casey, you've got our attention because we're talking about strikeouts here. The king of the K. And who is it going to be? Your 3 finalists. Wyatt Floyd, again, plays up in the 11U division most of the time, hanging with the big boys. Grayson Garvin, is he starting it again on the pitching side? We shall see. And Judson Underwood, I think he had the highest velocity that we had recorded this year. Him or Jace, one of them, he can absolutely sling it. Well, we'll find out who was the winner of this category at the Beastie Awards. That's right, the Beastie Awards. They have the ESPYs. We're a bunch of beasts, and I will be the Beastmaster hosting it here at the studios. That's coming up next week, and we're able to do great things like this thanks to sponsors like 10 Fin. Go by and try their delicious seafood and normal country cooking style stuff as well. They got a little bit of everything for everyone, and of course the chicken fingers that the boys love. Tell them thanks for being a sponsor and helping us do these types of things. All right, category we added about a year ago or so was pitching wins. Got to teach you guys how to mark them in the Game Changer yet, but actually went back through all the games and figured out who got the wins, and we had a heck of a number set last year in the fall. Lane Hall, he set a record of 6 wins in the fall season. That was tremendous, and that's the all-time record. Let's find out who did it this year and if anyone can touch that record.
Baseball fan, get ready. Sports Center's top 10 tonight. League leaders. Number 10.
A guy that might have been a little higher on this, but had to go play in a little World Series for his community. But during the year, A.J. Petro got himself 3 victories for the Hilton Head Hurricanes.
Number 9.
At number 9, coming out from the North Florida Hurricanes. We love Casino, come from each direction. And those are some cool shades, too. I just realized that. Nick Revac from the North Florida Hurricanes, 3 victories.
Number 8.
Again, Mr. Jace Bailey, 3 wins for him. Got shut down there at the end of the year on pitching. Got to give that arm a little break, but still managed to pick up 3 victories for the Southern Tide.
Number 7.
Here's a new name to our top 10 list, and he did it by picking up 3 victories as well. J.C. Smith from the Iron Pirates.
Number 6.
At number 6, Gunnar Mcclellan, another Iron Pirates, 3 victories. They had a very deep pitching staff, helped them win quite a few games this past season.
Number 5.
And at number 5, we got DJ Esom. That's right, DJ. He shows up for the biggest events, and look at those. Those are 3 tough victories there. Matter of fact, I think those were all 3 at the All-Star game. I think he set the record for the most wins in a tournament. He did that all in one tournament. Great job, DJ.
Number 4.
Became another weapon on the mound this season for the Southern Tide, putting them in another level. Grant Faro, 3 victories for Big Grant, tying Jace on the team.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All right, here we go. Top 3 in the wins category, and they are going to be Maddox Davis from Around the Horn, Wyatt Floyd from the Southern Tide, and my man Grayson Garvin back again. He has just had a monster year. Told me he wanted to win every category. Well, he's after it. Those are your top three, and we will see who led the league in victories at the Beastie Awards coming up here very shortly, and the winner, of course, takes home the super cool Beastie. Something much cooler that we're going to be taking home later in the year. How about a brand new A2000 or DeMarini glitch? Someone told me the other day that all the competitions copying everything we're doing and so forth. I'm like, well, let's see them copy this. 50 plus DeMarinis A2000s that we're going to be giving away to anyone who makes the All-State team. That is comparable to who just made the All-American team. You'd be walking away with one of these. It's going to be cool. We're going to combine the season stats. We're going to combine the top 40. We're going to combine the All-Star stats, and we're going to get the best players, and they're going to compete for the All-State games, and we're going to give them prizes like they've never seen before. Hopefully some of the guys we're going to have there are going to be these guys right here because they're my favorites. They can throw strikes. These are your base on balls per 9 leaders. The stat that you see will be how many guys they walk per 9 innings. Go find your favorite major league pitcher and compare these numbers. You'll see what great control these guys have. The defending champion, Wyatt Floyd, can he do it back-to-back? The all-time record, an insane 0.71 by Mason Kaiser. Miss him. Love to see him up here again at some point. All right, here we go.
Baseball fans, get ready. SportsCenter's top 10 tonight. League leader, number 10.
It's not Mason Kaiser, but he's also from Florida. The North Florida Hurricanes. Cullen Bass walking an impressive 3.44 batters per 9 innings.
Number 9.
Another new name in our top 10. Guy can fill it up. Kasen Griffin from the Bombers. A lot of Bombers are ripping the ball. This guy here is just throwing strikes and winning them baseball games. 3.27.
Number 8.
And at number 8, we know this guy can sling it from the Buckhorn boys. Harrison Hickox, a 3.00 even on the numbers. Oh, we're getting ready to drop below 3.
Number 7.
Well, we're not going to drop below 3 yet because Boone Smith is going to go an even 3.00 also. Boone representing the Knights as he has a great year throwing strikes.
Number 6.
Oh, I know the coaching staff over there loves that at Richmond Hill. They value throwing strikes, and David Willis did it pretty darn well. 2.95 BB9.
Number 5.
Oh, coming back into the scene again after leading all these hitting categories, we've got Clark Carter, a 2.93. Nice to see these big power guys throwing strikes.
Number 4.
At number 4, Jacob Hughes. That's first time in the top 10 here tonight from the Ogeechee Outlaws. And he dropped that number way down there, 2.25, 2.25 walks per 9.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All right, here we go, our top 3 league leaders here. And starting us off, we're going to see, look at here, Aiden Sharp coming in with the control. I like it. Aiden will be one of the top 3. He's going to be joined by Jace Smith of the Iron Pirates. And finally, another name that we hadn't seen yet, Christopher Thorne had a monster of a all-star tournament. He's one of our All-Americans too. And he's going to see if he can turn that into a based on balls per 9 championship. And they'll all find that out at the Beastie Awards coming up here soon. Rumor is we may even dress up for this one and make it an official party. To be able to do all these things, guys, I need you to go down there and hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the page. That's what's going to keep this content free for us. And that's what we want to do. You know, other people do some great things out there, but you got to, ooh, I just hit something I wasn't supposed to hit. That's all right, we'll be all right. But hit that subscribe button. Also, mention your favorite player and that you're a new subscriber, and we're giving our members, all the members, we're going to give away one of those cool All-Star case jackets. But apparently we need to be moving along here as we're moving straight to the whip department. This is the number 1 stat I look at when I'm judging a pitcher. This is how many walks and hits per inning that they give up. The lower this number, the better. It means you're not letting people, you're not walking them, and they're not hitting you. You're just tough to get on base against. The record defending champion, Brody Sapp from the Southern Tide. Miss my man Brody. He's normally at these awards cleaning up, but we'll get him back up here soon, I'm sure. The all-time record, again, Mason Kaiser at 1.79. That actually sounds a little high. I don't think that's the actual record there. Let me check that real quick. No, it's 0.79. I thought that was a little high. Mason Kaiser, tremendous year, a 0.79 all-time record. Let's see if any of these guys can beat it.
Baseball fans, get ready. Sports Center's top 10 tonight. League leader. Number 10.
All right, we get a bomber starting us off here in the top 10. Kasen Griffin, 1.45 whip. Again, he doesn't walk guys, so therefore he's not gonna give up that many base runners. Great job making the top 10.
Number 9.
This guy's those strikes, you're not gonna touch him, and that's evident of this whip of 1.43, Jace Bailey.
Number 8.
Again, you're seeing a lot of guys on that BB9 list showing up on this list. It just shows how important it is to throw strikes. 1.42 for Jacob Hughes.
Number 7.
That is another new one up here. Another Wildcat, again with a 1.42. Thomas Fanning filling it up for those Richmond Hill Wildcats.
Number 6.
All right, he won it last year, but it came back in the top 10 this year at number 6. Again, that true guys make it back-to-back. They're showing it's not a fluke. This is a true skill set. Wyatt Floyd can fill it up with the best of them, 1.35.
Number 5.
Our top 3 finalists for the BB9, and he's finishing number 5 in the whip department. Christopher Thorne from the North Florida Hurricanes.
Number 4.
And at number 4, Aiden Sharp, just missing that top 3, even though he had that top 3 in the BB9. Great year for him. Always had a great arm. Command's been the key, and it seems like he put it all together.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leader.
All right, here we go. We're into the top 3. And these, again, remember, guys, that's the 3 percentile of all the players out there. And when you make the top 10, this is down in the 1%, less than 1 percentile now. All right. Man's on a lot of top 3. Oop, I double-clicked there by mistake. My bad. Clark Carter, along with Harrison Hickox. And finally, we're going to add Elliott Ziggler, another new name into the top 10 here, and he makes his debut in the final 3. So nice job there by these 3 guys. Got a couple power guys there, big boys, and then Elliott holding his own. And we'll see who's going to walk away with that coveted whip beastie at the Beastie Awards coming up here soon. Now the earned run average. This is for the guy who's, the bottom line is don't let them cross the plate. These are the guys who don't do it the least. I think I said that right. Getting a little tired, but we got to keep the show rolling here. All right, earned run average. Your defending champ, Brody Sapp, the all-time record. How about a little perfect 0.00? And that was done over, I think, 12 plus innings for Mason that year. But that is the tiebreaker for the all-time record, is how many total innings. So Mason Kaiser was never scored upon in his Top Gun career so far.
Baseball fans, get ready. Sports Center's top 10 tonight. League leaders. Number 10.
Oh, she's feeding me too good here. All right, let's start off with his ERA here. We're going to start really low at a 2.54 for Judson Underwood. Big right-handed arm, serious fastball, and a serious low ERA, up 2.54.
Number 9.
And at number Woo, we dropped down a large amount right off the get-go. 2.15 for Wyatt Floyd. And remember, Wyatt's a 10-year-old playing up on that 11-year-old team, as was Brody Sapp, who set those shots last year. So serious talent coming from the South.
Number 8.
Another one down that way. He's more somewhere down there in the country. Even 2.00 for the Buckhorn boy, Harrison Hickox. Harrison has been slinging it since I started, and a great young pitcher.
Number 7.
We're not going to forget this guy after this year. He's moved in to the ranks of the best. Another 2.00. Christopher Thorne with the North Florida Hurricanes. Going to have to get him up here more next year.
Number 6.
Our third member of the 2.00 club. How about Boone Smith? That's right. From the Knights. Boone has been playing a lot of Top Guns over the year. Great season here with a 2.00 ERA.
Number 5.
All right, now we're breaking that 2 mark. We're going to go sub-2s with Will Haas from around the horn. Didn't see Will's name on a lot of the flashy stats, but one thing he did do is stop the other team from scoring a 1.85 ERA.
Number 4.
There we see again what that whip and BB9 can do for you. 1.70 for Thomas Fanning as he's leading that Richmond Hill Wildcats staff.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All right, here we go, the top 3 in the ERA department, and I can tell you that the number was really, really low. It's one of these guys had a tremendous, all 3 had a tremendous year, but one of them even had a even more tremendous. They are Jacob Hughes from the Ageechee Outlaws, Jake King from the Bombers, and Elliott Ziggler from the SBPA Animals. So we've got 3 young guys right there, not overpowering in size. Just show you if you know how to pitch, you can get people out and have some really good defenses behind them on those teams. And those are your 3 finalists for the ERA title, which we will be giving away again at the Beastie Awards coming up here. Going to count these numbers up and get a schedule put together for you guys really quick. The Beastie Awards for the ERA title. All right, we got 2 more left, and they are the biggies, the cream of the crop, the ones that everyone wants. They're not going to get the Beastie Awards. We got some special awards pulled out for these next 2. And the first one is going to be, since we're on this subject, let's stay with it, the Cy Young. That's right. This is the pitcher of the year. This is a combination of all those numbers I just read to you, but they've been weighted for importance and come up with a final tally, and it gave us our top 10. These are the very best pitchers that touched the field last season. Here they are. Your defending champion, Mr. Brody Sapp. Hopefully he'll get up here and regain that next year.
Baseball fans, get ready. Sports Center's top 10 tonight. League leader. Number 10.
Coming in at number 10, a longtime Top Gun player, Mr. Aiden Sharp. Again, found that control this year and put up some special numbers, and it turned into a top 10 finish in the Cy Young voting, 251 points.
Number 9.
Number 9. Really swinging it was what he's been known for so far, but he can sling it as well. 253 in the Cy Young for Clark Carter.
Number 8.
At number 8, Jacob Hughes. What a great season. Did it all early in the year and then turned around and had a great All-Stars there. 254 for Jacob Hughes.
Number 7.
At number 7, Boone Smith. Boone at 256. Another great year for the Knights baseball. Young player who just knows how to go out there and get people out.
Number 6.
And at number 6, there's your big boy there from the Buckhorn Boys, Harrison Hickox, 257. Tremendous season.
Number 5.
Now your top 5. Here they are, the top 5, and we're going to start it off with Jace Bailey. Jace Bailey with a 270. Again, could have been a much higher score. Had to shut down and give that arm a rest, and good thing he did that, but still had enough in the tank to in the season with the 5th best season for the Cy Young Award.
Number 4.
At number 4, Jake King from the Bombers, 270.7. Jake King, a tremendous year, and hopefully we're going to get to see those Bombers a lot more next year, and he's going to get a chance to even grow on this finish. All right, we're ready for your final 3, the 3 best pitchers in all of the land of Top Gun, Georgia. These guys put up great numbers. The minimum pitching innings required for any of these stats with averages was 9 innings, so it was not an easy number. Someone just came out through 2 or 3 innings. They had to do it over a full game and a half. Most of these guys pitched even more than that, but we're going to find out who your top 3 are now.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All right, here we go. Before we announce them, guys, just, we do all this. This is a humbling game, this game of baseball. A lot of failures. It has the worst rate of any sport for kids quitting in it. You've got to be able to learn to take the highs and lows. So it's really important to be able to give these kids highs at times, especially with the amount that we're playing. That's what's going to make you better. It's been a real simple philosophy. The more you play, the better you'll be. And to want to play more, it's got to be fun. And that's what we're just trying to do, is give them that extra incentive, some goals, some recognitions. So when that tough times come, they can remember these good times. They play video games, and those games are tough, and they lose all the time. But it's enough fun to keep them coming back. We got to remember that as coaches and parents and so forth. I keep hearing everyone saying it's a job, go out and get to work. No, it's fun. The work will come. It becomes work in college. Until then, if you love the game, you play it, you'll put the work in because you want to be great automatically. And here are your 3 greatest pitchers from this past season. We're going to start it out. I keep double clicking. Wyatt Floyd, Christopher Thorne, and Elliott Ziggler. Elliott just popping in there at the end of this big time. Those are your 3 guys who put up the most numbers, the best stats, and were leading their teams to a lot of victories. These, yes, they're individual awards, but they came in a team setting, and without these guys producing these kind of numbers, I guarantee your team doesn't win as much. So don't be afraid to acknowledge them for their individual accomplishments. And we will be doing a lot of that at the Beastie Awards coming up here very shortly. We'll get you the date soon, and we'll find out who that pitcher of the year is. All right. I'm kind of feeling like Jace. I need to shut my voice down here a little bit. I'm going on the IR, but we got to stick it through for one more, the biggie. The number 1 honor in all of Top Gun, the MVP, most valuable player, a combination of all the points from the hitting, the pitching, and everything else. The winner of this was truly the top player on the field this past season for us. And with all the record breakers and everything else that we had in this age division, it's a magical season for all 10 of these guys just to be mentioned here. All right, Casey, you get us started. We need to know who the top 10 are. Oh, our defending champ, by the way, is Jacob Martin.
Baseball fans, get ready. SportsCenter's top 10 tonight. League leaders. Number 10.
All right, we're going to start it off with my alma mater with a 5-star Lassiter. We've got Ryland Jenkins, and as special as he did on the mound in the and with the bat, they say his defense in center field is even better. 734 points. Great season for Ryland, number 10 in the MVP.
Number 9.
And at number 9, yes, sir, he's going to be happy here. Aiden Sharp from the Fish Pit, 755 points, finished number 9 in the league.
Number 8.
400 players later, and standing at number 8 is James Brooks from the Effingham Knights, 774 points, tremendous season.
Number 7.
At number 7, he's bringing a teammate along with him. That would be Jackson McClellan. 805 points, back-to-back nights. They had a great year.
Number 6.
And at number 6, Jake King from the Bombers, new guy with us, and boy, did he make an impression quickly. He'll be a name that we're going to know going into the fall. 827 points for Mr. Jake King.
Number 5.
If you watched our earlier broadcast, you saw Cody's name all over the place. 887 MVP points, had a tremendous year with the bat.
Number 4.
Wyatt Floyd, 1,051. Holy cow, look at the point jump up there. Wyatt, again, 10 years old, played most of the season, and just had one heck of a year, both on the mound and at the plate. That number there wins it most years. But this year, I told you, there was records to be broke all over. We need to know who the top 3 are.
May I have your attention, please? Stand up and make some noise for your top 3 league leaders.
All righty, your top 3. Let's find out who they are. Jace Bailey, the number 1 ranked player of all time, trying to defend the championship that he won the year before. He's back at it again in the final 3. But this year he's got a teammate, Clark Carter, who's been all over the leaderboards here. Clark Carter, the 2nd Southern Tide. And then the man who said he wanted to win all the awards, he's a dirt dog, a rugrat. He's out there at the park every time. Grayson Garvin. Pretty good 3 right there. Yes, indeed. I'll take those 3 all day, any day. One of them is going to walk away with the MVP at the Beastie Awards. And it's going to be a special award that we've made this year. And can't wait to hand it out and to one of these lucky guys. But what a tremendous year for all 3 of them and all the top 10 as they were 10 of the best 400 players in all of Top Gun. If you enjoyed this show and would like to see more productions like this and would not want to pay anything for it, hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Also comment who your favorite player is and that you're a new subscriber. We will put you in our member list, and then we're going to give away one of these new hoodies. Getting tired. The All-Star Cage jackets there. And you're going to want to get one of those. They're really nice, perfect for the fall coming up. And just simply hit the subscribe button. That lets us know you like it. You'll get notifications when we produce something new. And that's all it is to it. It's that easy. You're helping us out, and you're getting to see more and more stuff on these boys. We're wanting to do more stuff live with them, do some instructional videos. When we do the All-State games, which I mentioned briefly, we're going to do some profiles on every player that makes it and make it really, really cool. So just hit the subscribe button for us. We've already had over 100. It's growing really, really fast, and can't wait to do some more stuff for you. But right now, we need a little bit of a break, as this has been a lot. We've run the 8s, 9s, 10s, and 11s. Unfortunately, other age groups, we didn't quite have enough participation this past year, but hopefully over the fall, this 11U group will change that. And we'll get back with you. Again, want to thank everyone who had a big part of putting this together. Our sponsor, 10 Fin, go by, get you some good grub there. DJ Johnny, who did the graphic works on everything that you're seeing, a lot of it for us. Tremendous job there. Look him up on the website. I think it's a Ballpark DJ? Something like that, and can do some personal announcements for your teams, player introductions, starting lines, some really cool stuff, just like you saw here. Also, Casey, the voice of the Atlanta Braves, the PA announcer from the Major League team. If you've been to a game, that's who's announcing the players. That's who also just did your countdown for your players. That's big time right there, big league action for the boys. And our producer, who did all the production work, Miss Donna, she's not just beautiful, she's talented as well. She did all this and learned it on the fly, I might mention. You've been watching the Extra Innings broadcast on YouTube on Top Gun Georgia. Please hit that subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you at the Beasties.